Another day and another step closer to potentially seeing Caleb Williams in his first live action in the preseason. But with that being said, we do have a lot more news, notes, and observations from practice today. Today was actually a very intense one. Caleb Williams through some dots, and we're going to break it all down in this video. I do want to give a disclaimer though. The majority of the highlights in this video are not from today. The reason being, right, I know a lot of people are going to complain about this, but media reporters for the Bears are not allowed to film certain portions of practice due to the fact of other teams potentially seeing them and being able to use it as film later down the line. So they're not able to record those certain portions of practice, which is why we don't have too much updates on highlights, but we do have a lot of news and notes and takeaways from today's video, so keep that in mind throughout the video. Also, do me a favor and go give them a follow on X, because I guarantee you will not regret it. The three names at the top left of your screen, they do so much work for the Bears, so go follow them on X. And with that being said, let's dive into the video. So the Bears practice started with a little bit of 7-on-7s, and right away Caleb Williams made an impact on this practice. Hit DJ Moore for a touchdown in stride, was absolutely beautiful. Terrell Smith was the DB in coverage, but the throw was spectacular. It was right on the money and only where his guy could get it. Also, a great catch by DJ Moore as well. Now, the players who didn't participate in practice today were probably a long list today, right? Kyler Gordon, Jaquan Brisker, Tyreek Stevenson. The majority of that starting DB room was out today. Ian Wheeler, Noah Sewell, Patrick Scales, Jacob Martin, Darnell Wright, Tevin Jenkins, Andrew Billings, and Montez Sweat as well were all out or limited in some portion of today's practice. Now, with Tevin Jenkins out, they had a different starting offensive line. It was Braxton Jones, Jerome Carvin at left guard, Ryan Bates at center, Bill Murray at right guard, Matt Pryor at right tackle. This offensive line is really beat up right now, and you know, it is becoming a little bit concerning because they need to be healthy. They need to be healthy. We'll see how they progress going forward, but that is something I'm going to keep my eyes on going forward. Williams also found a nice little connection between him and Keenan Allen for a short sideline pass, and also found DeAndre Swift down the field as well. So you can start to see the rapport, the chemistry starting to really be built here within Chicago. I also realized that I did make a promise to you guys that I would be breaking down some of the Hall of Fame game film, Austin Booker and also Colin Johnson. I will be doing that. Once the Bears have an off day, I'm going to get that video up. Maybe I record it in a couple of hours from now and post it tomorrow morning. I don't know what I'm going to do, but it will be coming out. Don't you guys worry. But let's get right back to the video. I just wanted to, bring that up because I did say I would, have that video for you guys. We also had a nice little comeback by Terrell Smith. We talked about how he got beat in 7-on-7s, DJ Moore at the touchdown, but also had a nice pass breakup over Odunze in a very similar throws, but that one was in 11s, not 7s. Caleb Williams did have an overthrow at one point, and then you could tell Caleb Williams was a little bit pissed about it, right? He was not happy with himself. But the thing that I see a lot in Caleb Williams is he knows his mistakes. He knows how to fix them. And you could tell he always gets right back up, doesn't let it affect him too much before he gets back up and runs it again and, does a better job the second time. So I do see a lot of good things in Caleb Williams in terms of that. He also had a really nice sidearm pass today during practice, trying to get away from pressure. That was something cool to see. Now, we also had a big scuffle at the end of practice as well. Before we dive into that, do me a big favor, guys. Hit the like button, but more importantly, subscribe to the channel if you're new. It is free. It doesn't cost anything to join the family, and we're going to be covering the Bears throughout the entirety of the offseason. You may be asking, what does that include? Well, what it includes is every single training camp practice. We got you guys covered. And then for preseason football games, we're going to be live streaming them on my Twitch. We did the Hall of Fame game, and we're going to be doing so many more. Go follow the Twitch right now. You'll see the link in the description, or you can find it at Matty Dubs with 3 S's. You can even go rewatch the Hall of Fame game stream if you want to, and kind of, watch how we broke it down. So go check it out. Also, we're going to be breaking down film of regular season games, preseason games, whatever you guys want to see. We got you guys covered. With that being said, let's kind of dive back into the video. Ian Wheeler was at practice, not in pads today, but Travis Homer was suited up and ready to go. Did participate in practice today. Tevin Jenkins left practice early. He did not come back out, I don't think, either. Let's see. Now let's get into some more 11-on-11s. The first play during 11-on-11s was incomplete overthrow to Keenan Allen on the right side. Caleb Williams was under pressure, and keep in mind, the offensive line is super banged up. The second play was a run left with Khalil Herbert. With some light tackling. Obviously, they're not going to take him down every single time, but they are going to make a little bit of contact here and there. So Khalil Herbert got the first run. We also had the third play was a drop back where Caleb Williams was, again, immediately under pressure, blown up in the backfield, and then just, threw it away, right? Emergency pass. Not great. Probably would have been a sack. The fourth play was a check down to Swift on the left side. And then the fifth play was a 3-step drop. Caleb fading back as he threw a 50-50 ball to Odunze. And then that was when Terrell Smith got the pass breakup. First team came back up, and Javon Dexter immediately got into the backfield and got pressure on Caleb Williams. It was an overthrow to DeAndre Swift. And then we got a deep throw down left sideline to DJ Moore. In coverage, ball was thrown short of DJ, and DJ was a little bit upset about it. Obviously, he wants to start dominating practice, and him and Terrell Smith just going at it. In today's, we also saw a kick from Cairo Santos that actually double doinked, hit the left, hit the right, but eventually did go in, which was cool to see. Definitely a good thing here for the Chicago Bears that actually went in. Now, 7-on-7s were pretty good as well. They did have dummy pads out there as offensive linemen because the offensive line is just so beat up that they just had dummies out there, so acting as D linemen. Now we also saw Caleb Williams step up in the pocket and deliver a nice little throw to DeAndre Swift. Practice continued on in 11-on-11s with the first team back up. We had a play broken up by Terrell Smith, who again is breaking out during practice. The third play was a run to Roschon Johnson. Fourth play was a false start. Fifth play was a crossing route underneath to Odunze for about 15 yards around the middle of the field, so that was good. We saw a curl route to DJ Moore. Nice anticipation. DJ Moore continuing to get a lot of opportunity from Caleb Williams during practice, which is not something I'm surprised about. I feel like that connection was starting to build during OTAs and mandatory minicamps, so it's kind of translating to right now as well. Austin Booker and Braxton Jones got into it during a rep on team period, and a bunch of scuffles started to happen, and that was probably one of the first fights of camp, but ended up being just fine. It was Austin Booker, Gerald Everett, Braxton Jones, among pretty much the entire team among the middle of the field going at it. So that was cool to see. Then the last portion of 11-on-11s, the first play was a false start. The second play was a quick throw to DJ Moore, completed. Third play was a Josh Blackwell blitz off the right side, blowing it up. Caleb Williams, what would have been a sack. And then the fourth play was a run up the middle for Khalil Herbert. So offensively, the Bears are struggling, right? Offensive line is completely done for. The defense had a lot of guys missing, but still did really good in practice. Listen, we still have a lot to look out for, a lot to monitor. Offensive line needs to get healthy. Defense needs to get healthy. I want to see what this team can be at full health. I really do, because although they don't look great offensively, there is a ton of potential. I'm excited about that going forward. Guys, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family, turn on post notifications. Again, the film review breakdown video should be coming out very, very soon. I believe they practice tomorrow and then have a day off. So expect the film breakdown video very, very soon. And I'll see you guys in the next Bears update. Peace.